One of these days, chat, one of these days, I'm going to learn not to try to tell you guys what I have in mind because it always changes. Thanks so much for dropping by. I don't know if you caught the last video or not, but in it I said, oh, yeah, I'll probably spend the next day or two just doing one episode, giving you guys a chance to catch up. And almost as I was saying it, I almost took it back as we were concluding, but I was like, no, we'll see. Yeah, the whole time I was out kind of enjoying the little window that uploading the next video gave me, I was like, I just want to get back now as soon as I said it. So here we are, and I think we're going to do a lot of just that without much ado at all. If you haven't seen it, if you don't know where we're at, or you're just dropping by, welcome. This is hardcore vanilla Minecraft, so no mods. And if we die, we lose the world. And we've certainly done that a few times before. But oh man, I don't know, probably about 20 episodes, maybe not quite that many, but quite a few recent episodes since we've discovered this mine and really settled into it. And here's what I have in mind for the current episode. So this is our kind of spider farmy base. And while I don't think we need to be too aggressive on it, and we're certainly not building another farm yet. We don't even have enough tinted glass to even consider that, but I think this is the point where we kind of create a can't miss hallway all the way out and through, and see where that next spawner lines up relative to, and kind of work. Once we get this cut, then start to work a little more with finishing up the cleanup of the various hallways and tunnels and all that kind of stuff back out at the other end. But as I was doing that, I was like, we should probably so at least for the first 10 minutes or so, we will kind of be craning our necks a bit. See if we can finish up with all this gravel here. Alright, well, our new favorite pastime. That did pretty well at clearing it out, right? Maybe a few more surprises up there. So I don't know that this is doing a whole lot for us out of hand, but it may actually do quite a bit of good as we get back into this what do we say, more westernly part of the mine, in that it may show us more galleries and hallways and cross sections and all that kind of stuff up above that either we haven't seen yet, or that when we're going through them up there, they seem like they're really long and disconnected away, when actually they just wind back over the top of themselves. If we can cut across their openings, we'll drop down with us. How we doing here? About a row. Leave that one for now. Of course, we're going to do that. That's what I was hoping for. Before we get too carried away, so I go off the side. Let's try to keep this kind of consistent. There. I mean, how do we not clean up an overhang like that, right? These. Try not to go down through the floor, since I think that will make it a lot easier for some of this to stay accessible. Now, we've still got quite a ways to go, right? Because that little bit is right here, and we need to get another 10 or so beyond it. Eesh. That was the dirt hole. Fix all that lighting here in a second. Again, just where we might begin to think we're a bit out of luck. Get some. Kind of felt like we lost that somewhere along the way. The excitement of finding these other hallways. It's a little more light here. How does that... This is a stair, right? So what does it... take us to? Still not. Now we're about maybe at that 10 mark. Bore out a nice little hole, pop the ceiling, drop some torches, and see what any of all of this can link us up. Some lava to play with. How are we doing on inventory too? So how does that bring us elsewhere? Oh, I'm confused. We went over all that. Is all this down to 1? Yeah, time to... time to erase all the doubts. Okay, now we go back here. So I should go 4 on all of this. really didn't expect there to be this much untouched ground. Like usually it's a whole Tangletown of caves and hallways and all the rest. So that was our old way in and out. It's our new path. This never connected to much of anything, but that's our turn again. Oh, and this is the hallway. So we are still really far up, is what that seems to be telling me, right? Maybe not too terribly much further to go. We'll go 5. Intriguing sounds of spiders. Maybe another spawner? Okay, let's... Very erratic. Definitely can miss the the last chunk I'm aiming at. Go right back through a wall or something. Alright, this time we go 2. Definitely something waiting for us. Oh, now we're full. A bit more lighting. More here. I love how that can still be mystifying, even when we've already done so much and run it back. It's like, wait, where are we? How is that going? Just a little tease, a little taste of the goodness. Keep Franny coming back for more, right? Nope. You go there. You go there. At least there's not much sorting to have to do. And relatively few torches. We are spending a few, but we got lots of supplies for those. mean, it's so nice when this is all just a thing. There we go. Perfect. Still within range of reach. Range of reach? Yes. And I dare to hope the actual spawners may. This one may be a little lower than the last over here, but. This is when it's so good. Just connect all these together. And where is the actual spawner? Okay, so it is a little high. Hopefully we'll have room to make everything work in the other one back there. I guess we can certainly take this back down a bit. Now, does that seem like a good transit height? And is there any reason to keep it there and not push it just straight back? Like all this stuff. Why? This is the one we want to drop out. I guess this is all continuous, so I should have probably left one of these, but we can Soften that edge. And then just bring all of this back to here. Try to figure out where this wall was. And then just knock down a pile of rocks, right? Now, no illusions here. I don't think this is winning any beauty prizes or anything like that, but just having done this should hopefully eliminate all those questions about us potentially getting lost and kind of begin this whole idea of a gallery running the full length between all these others. And if we do a bit of this, we're still clear here. Really still clear here. I don't want to lose that necessarily. I think that'll be our bridge over to this farm, spawner. It's not a farm yet. And it will always be our marker of where our turn is until there's absolutely no need for it anymore. But by getting rid of that, that was an old... Wait, what? How did we get here? What happened? So knocking out these walls is huge. That one may be short-lived, but we'll see. All this stuff doesn't have a need anymore, though. We can definitely clear it. Still got lots of room, lots of pick. Good. There's home, there's the spiders. Let's go pay them a visit, see if our string is still ratcheting along here. A little slimy friend. Ooh, we could do one of the platform slime former things too. Guessing not much over here. Yeah, won't even bother to pick them up, but good to come spend some time, check on them. A little better over there. All right. I have no idea, so I'm just going to check right at halfway. Oh, oh, hey. It's a problem with working on the ceiling. I get a little bit of light back in here as we work. Alright, let's come back this way. I think that takes the guesswork out nicely. Hello, zombie sounding friend. Just something in here to get. Like I can do it without, but it sure does probably make things better for you guys, and I can see a lot better. I have to wonder if I already got that block or not. Well, yeah, this may not constitute a build for a lot of folks, but I think the grandeur that it getting some tall connecting galleries between and lots of big areas of the farms themselves. It isn't in a way getting a new take on Minecraft. I certainly don't see a lot of people doing much within old abandoned mine shafts these days, particularly in a let's play. Um, Maybe I'm a fool for doing it, but I do enjoy the content they have down there. Now, at this stage in this particular section, not a lot left to the abandoned mine shaft other than these spawners, but I haven't done one of these in a while. This used to be when I first kind of, really had a routine down for diamond mining and all that, I would make these elaborate galleries. And you guys have kind of gotten a taste for that in the way my basements start out, where I'll go, basically the five-sided block. So I'm going seven, seven blocks total, or every sixth having a torch. Um, those used to be carved structures where there would be five open spaces on a side, and then I would have posts between each and every one of them. And those posts were the support for my torches because it's kind of an efficiency deal, but it wasn't that big a deal. I just thought it looked more done to have the torches sitting on light posts and ceilings supported it. It wasn't just a massive space. Well, I've given way to I need the massive space longer term, and it's just easier to cut out and manage and all that kind of stuff without it. Okay, let's go for another run. Um, but yeah, I used to have all these pillars in between, and I would do the level 11, but then I'd also go down because level 5 is going to be the top of your bedrock. So there were 6 levels in between. I could put torches at the 3rd and the 6th and the ninth, and that would give me good lighting. Or off of those, it might have been what would that have been, like the 5th up or something like that. I don't know. Whatever it was, it worked out pretty well for the lighting. It made it look good and made these awesome galleries. If you imagine that this was the center, and then up here would be a floor, and some of the areas would be completely open, and others would have a flooring there, and that would be the level 11 where you're doing most of your mining. But then all of this got cleared as well for the gems and the various stuff underneath. They looked so cool. Well, they were just pretty impractical, honestly. So eventually, just kind of adapted to the way I was and figured out that, hey, I'm not using the torches that I do have efficiently when I'm putting them up in the air like that. They may look a little more placed, but they cast a less wide area of light than they do if they're right on the ground. So changed up a little bit. But I used to end up with these five-sided, cubes of sections between the posts, and I'd want to take those down to the bedrock, the level 5. So I'd do that, stand in the middle, and just, it's kind of like cutting down the trees after you've climbed up the giant spruces. You're just spinning and spinning and picking away. Kind of fun to do that at the end of our gallery here. And I love how much this is opening up. This is going to be great. And that just makes it what did I do here? Oh, I was down below it. Okay, never mind. Thought I'd lost my section here. Ooh, are you regular? Yeah, it's too bad. Don't worry, I'll tell all your cave relatives about it. Kind of come down one at a time ourselves, but we know eventually it will end in a drop. And the real trick is just making sure that you're not on the level that drops before everything else. We got our feather fall booties on, so we'll be alright. Okay, guess we need to go down a little bit more to reach. Still up here. And I don't think it's going to be a huge deal because I think we'll... Oh, I fell. We'll still be able to just reach up now and get all the remaining ones. So there we go. Now all of this stuff, whether it drops in short on that path or from the long way away there, it all goes straight through. This is the dirt path area. That's where we often drop down into there from up on high. So we are getting connected pretty well. Now the rest of this, that is 3 blocks back. How are we doing on time? Not bad. So these 3 go down to there. Oh. Oh. Uh-huh. Yep, that may make things a bit more interesting. Okay, I can do that. That. And I wish I knew. Let's see, I can't trust that forever. Ah. Oh, I missed. Alright, some of those will just have to be left to go from below. Didn't get back far enough. Alright, what does this have left for us now that we're here? Okay, that seems to be all the way down to a wall. Clean that up in a second. Lots of blocks here, so we'll clean them up. don't need to do all this without getting anything to show for it. Get in there. Get in there. Oh, he's so good. I know we're working on a third, but it's like the Twin Towers when they look out across the vistas of Middle Earth and see the lights from each other. Although I don't think that was actually the case. Not without the Silmarils. Or, as Frodo found out, without the ring showing him the eyes searching. Get all those. Try not to fall. Time to start keeping an eye on the axe, too. I mean, I think it... has got some fight left in it, but... This is another one. Oh, huh? Alright, let's not get too sidetracked. See, this is what we should have had the whole way, where we're like clearing a ceiling, but revealing that everything underneath us is hollow, so we don't have to worry about it. Instead, we get the most solid part of the mine shaft of all. Again, don't know what those, whoever the forebears were doing when they said they were mining up here. Was not very productive. It left all the good stuff. I mean, maybe we don't know. Maybe there was even better stuff. Stuff that we've never seen because they did it all. They took it and who knows, maybe they flew away. Yeah, they were little green men and hopped in flying saucers and were gone. We just don't know about it. Excuse me. Big old yawn. I tend to believe that's highly unlikely. I'm much more comfortable guessing they were incompetent miners. And I'm happy to stick with that as the most likely. Not you, though, huh? Alright, well. So this part, I guess I don't know if it's on an overhang or not. Down at least to the level of these walls. That's going to be a little bit... And this is silly, because we're going to be doing this in no time. But let's get while we can. Oh, so there's a block. All right. I think this is our access. Good, more gravel. Haven't had as much of that recently. Alright, there's our final breakthrough point. It's kind of nice to finally see. I think we have a pretty good buffer from the glass itself. Hold on, little axe. I was going to say, I don't know if we can make it if it's all a solid wall. I think it is in some places, but not all of them. Well, that feels like we did something. Certainly, it's not all, and that's why I knew this would kind of continue, because as you go, it's like, oh, why wouldn't I just take down that single wall, between what we've got over here and what we've got over there. Obviously, this is... Never was much more than that from already being connected, so... Much more than what we just did, where it was a ton of, just excavating. This is what I envisioned a lot more of this being, and we'll get to that. You remove a wall, all of a sudden you've, kind of expanded this space greatly, and we've got all these negative space areas around us that we can continue to use. But let's actually go down. We knew it wasn't going to be incredible down here. But again, by volume, we should... Those never did any more. Guys, what are you doing in here? You despawned without ever getting in? A lot of those look to be sitting on the trapdoors. They do fall eventually, though. And if we hang out, then they kind of actually run, but not doing the AFK thing, so that will be a limitation. But again, we knock out that single wall, and it'll be a whole lot more light and space in between here. But already, I love that this is just kind of a straight view set up to be farm to farm. And we never have to worry about wondering which way to go anymore. It's all pretty clear now. So I think that's going to be our good stuff. We got to switch out our pick. We're pretty full. And having done that, I don't know. One, I don't know if there will be another episode today. I'm not even gonna try to guess what my state of mind will be within a half hour when I'm ready to potentially do another. It's getting a little later now, and yeah, just not sure. So be surprised with me if a tweet goes up or video gets posted. I will certainly send out the word, but best way to know about that is to hit the subscribe and let those notifications pop up for you if you just open up YouTube. Anyway, I'm cautiously saying we'll see you. We'll see you when we see you. How about that? That's nice and safe. And when we do, we may be trying something different, just to keep it fresh and mixed up. Because I didn't fully expect that we'd be doing quite as much of that. So, what? What's your deal? Oh, I was clicking. Wow, maybe we should end here pretty quickly for my own sanity and safety. Don't click the feathers and expect her to take string. Goodness gracious. Alright, well, we're at level 39. We should swap this out. Right there. Check this. Yeah, 59 minutes, so that worked out just about perfect. Let's go ahead and save this up. Plant a tree. At least go outside, right? That's all I ask. Get outside, stretch your legs, move around a little bit, get a breath of fresh air. It's fall time. It's usually cool and nice and awesome. And I know I'm going to do a little bit of that. We'll see if I'm back for any more today or if we see you tomorrow. Either way, stay awesome, guys. Take care of yourselves and one another. And yeah, we'll see you when you're ready to watch the next one. Bye now.